Hi, everybody. Welcome to Spiritual Chit Chat. I am Michelle Ambergy, the Awakener, one of the many. Chances are you guys are awakeners too, because I call myself an awakener because I am here to awaken. And as I awaken myself, we all awaken together because we're all one. We're all one mind, one heart, one soul. And it's so beautiful because together we do this together. We always do this together. So I'm so glad that you're here. Spiritual Chit Chat, my favorite place to be on Tuesdays and sometimes even Wednesdays and Thursdays. So I hope everybody is doing good. Oh my goodness. I can't believe it's October, you guys. I cannot believe it's October. I know I keep saying that. I can't believe it's February. I can't believe it's March. I can't believe time is going so fast. But that's good. That's good. It's giving us time to shift and change and grow. And I love October. It's starting to feel a little bit more fall like, starting to feel a little bit more fall-y. And I just, for those of you that are connected to me on Facebook, I just put out my October newsletter. And it's so fun because I'm talking about the crisp air and the feel of the fall and the connection to ancestors as we move into October. That's a lot of what the energy is with October. Not only is it the harvest and the moving into autumn, deep into autumn, it is about ancestors. It is about going within. It is connecting with the ancient ones. And that's a part of the reason, big part of the reason why this month I am doing my mediumship development course. I only do it once a year, and it's going to be this year. It's a 2-day course, 2 Saturdays in a row, October 15th, which is, oh my gosh, it's this coming Saturday. Yikes. And it's Tuesday, so it's this coming Saturday. So it's Saturday the 15th, Saturday the 22nd. And it's about 2.5, 3 hours. And we do all kinds of wonderful stuff. You're going to learn about like psychic protection, psychic ethics, etheric cleansing. You're going to learn how to use energy. You're going to learn how the chakra system is related to being able to communicate. And in this mediumship course, because I realize that all mediums are psychics. We're not just connecting to loved ones on the other side, but we're working with guides and angels as well and communicating with them. So this isn't just strict mediumship. It's really opening up all of your psychic senses, clairvoyance, clairaudience, all of that, working with what your like main strong language is and building off of that. We're going to learn how to communicate through the veil with those on the other side because they're learning to communicate too. We're coming in as the conduit for these energies to come through. And so we have to learn how to communicate with them. A lot of times we assume that those on the other side automatically know how to communicate with us, and they don't at all. There are a lot of them are like, whoa, what's happening here? Oh my gosh. And are learning. And so we're going to learn about how to communicate. We're going to learn about how to get messages, how to kind of process those messages because it can be a very emotional experience for the medium, right? Because we're feeling what's going on. And how to process those messages. So we're going to receive them, process them, and how to give good, clear messages. And one of the big secret with all that, hey, Barbie, one of the big secrets with that is the messages are not about you. So you don't have to understand them. You give what you get. And it sounds simple, but when you're in the process, when you're learning this, it's it's interesting because it's easier said than done. And so we're going to practice with that. We're going to practice doing readings for each other, mediumship, angel readings, whatever you feel drawn to. I'm going to give everybody a reading so that you guys can all really get like anchored into that energy and what that feels like. So 2 days, Saturday the 15th, Saturday the 22nd, we're just going to melt into that. And it's so wonderful because this is a really powerful time to be doing this work because the veils begin to thin. The veils begin to get thin as we're moving into Halloween. It's not by accident that Halloween is when it is. The other reason I chose to do the mediumship class at this time is because we're learning to be psychically protected. And that is something that I want to talk about today before we get into readings and stuff like that. Because the veils are thin and because things are kind of cockeyed and topsy-turvy in the world as a whole. We're sitting on a lot of war-like energy. We really want to be diligent in protecting our energy fields, protecting our consciousness, paying attention to what we're allowing into our fields, because it's gnarly out there. And as these veils thin, as above, so below. And when there's a lot of gnarly, we can be pulling in some, more of that gnarly energy. So we're gonna talk a little bit more about that. Hey, Hillary, we got Barbie and Hillary. Ooh, ooh. So super fun. And then the other thing I want to tell you guys about this Thursday, day after tomorrow in the evening, we're having a spirit circle too. I kind of got everything stacked up together. And on Saturday, the 15th, our first mediumship class is also Mikey the Murdering Cat's birthday. So it's a special day for everyone. So the topic for today is, what is it like to be a medium, right? What's it like to be a medium? What is this whole thing? What 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 are we doing, right? And one of the things with being a medium, and I'm a psychic medium, I'm both. I don't like to use that title because I kind of shy away from that, because there's a lot of dark stuff that's around that term. It's around the term psychic. There's a lot of people that are psychics that do questionable things, and I'm really about love and light and the celestial realms and the elemental angels and that kind of stuff. I'm all love and light, man. And so I kind of shy away from those words a little bit, but that's what we're doing. We're doing psychic mediumship work, and not everybody realizes that we can all do it. Right? We all have the capability, because this isn't a gift for only a chosen few. It's a natural part of our body, but it's been turned off, clipped off, reprogrammed, however that happened, because it's part of our DNA. And it's part of our DNA that's been tampered with, but it's not gone. We all have it. It's just getting it activated again. Sometimes there's blocks in the psyche, sometimes there's blocks in the chakras, the energy fields. Sometimes we have been prosecuted, persecuted, wounded, victimized for having gifts like that. And we have made an emphatic declaration, swear, or curse with all of our energy, our emotional energy at that time, anchoring that in to reality, and it has stuck with us. I will never do this again, right? We've done that. We've all done that with all of the passion of our soul. And then we carry that through. So some people have a really strong block to doing any kind of psychic stuff. Some people have like a block to the point where, oh, that's of the devil. We've all heard that too, right? And so all it is finding those blocks, recognizing it. And, we're going to be doing that in the mediumship class too, but finding that and recognizing it and remove it, because once we find it, it's not that hard. Most healing of any sort is acknowledging what's going on. Once you acknowledge it, once you find it, then a lot of times that's 90% of the work. And so with doing this mediumship thing, it's part of our divine nature. You know, when you look back in history, you look at the Native Americans, you look at the Celtics, the Druids, the Essenes, the ancient ones, when Jesus was around, he talked to spirits. He talked about spirits, those before. Spirits have been in our history. It's normal to talk to spirits. People see angels. People see ascended masters. People see archangels and angels and ETs and all kinds of stuff. It's normal, but we've turned it down. We've been programmed, that it's evil and bad. And a lot of us have lost our connection to that divine flow. It's a teeny tiny hair's thread instead of a big pipeline like it's supposed to be. But that's okay because we can always move back into being able to use those energies, being able to use all that and to be blessed by it and to bless our lives and the lives of others if you so choose. One thing I want to say about the mediumship classes that are coming up, um, it's if you want to learn to be a medium, to start doing mediumship, this class will take you a long, long way to get there. And some people have actually taken this class and decided to go do it. It's a pretty thorough class. It's not really deep, but it's thorough. Hey, Laura. But you will learn enough to be able to do it for yourself and to do it safely. And again, I am all about safety. I started my spiritual journey through pranic healing. And pranic healing is all about safety. It's about kind of regulation, doing everything by the book. And I'm really glad that I got that. It's about etheric cleanliness too, a psychic or energetic hygiene, like how to keep everything clean, how to keep the air clean, how to, keep the energy clean, how to keep your mind clean, how to keep your chakras clean, and all that kind of stuff. And it's really, really important. And I know that it has helped me. It's gone a long way to help me to be able to do the work that I do for decades now, and to also be able to work with the levels of energies that I do too, and many of you guys too. It does make me special. I don't want you guys to think that, but it's by diligent and consistent discipline that's how that's achieved. And I love all the new star seeds that are coming in and the new indigos that are coming in. They're wired up already. They heal like boom, 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 boom. They tap into it because they're so tapped in. When I'm talking about, kind of having to learn it and stuff, it's a little bit more for us old folks that have been here a while, the old indigos. I'm an indigo. I was 35 years old before I ever heard that term, and I think it was a Doreen Virtue thing, and I started reading, I'm like, "Oh my god, that's me, that's me." And it was really, really cool because it helped identify a lot of the indigo-isms. The indigos also come in with, like, really strong psychic stuff, the indigos, the star seeds, and most of you that are here that are going to be drawn to something like that are running on the indigo ray too. And so just know that this kind of stuff is gonna be really natural for you once we kinda get through whatever kinda is closing us off from that. But that's okay. That's okay. And also those of you that can't take the class this weekend, it will be recorded and it will be available as a recorded course on my website by the end of October. I'm trying. I'm getting my meditations up. Um, and then I'm gonna start working on classes, but I wanna have them up by Christmas, because what a great Christmas gift would that make to give, like, a meditation for somebody for Christmas? And we can do it a couple different ways. And so I'm having fun stuff that for Christmas gifts that you can give spirituality as gifts to your loved ones and to your friends and stuff. It's so exciting. And one thing, I do have a couple of meditations up there. It's so fun, the fairy meditation, the unicorn meditation, and I'm getting ready to put the mermaid meditation up there, and they're so cute. They're so cute, and they're so fun, and they're really deep. They're not fluffy. They'd be okay for, tweens and teens, but they're very deep and they're very magical. So it's coming, you guys, and I got my Patreon site, Meditation Station for Elevation. A lot of stuff up there too. So I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I keep telling you guys, you got to meditate, you got to pray, you got to meditate, you got to pray. And then I got this download of inspiration of, well, then go make it available. It's like, okay, but it's a lot of work. Oh my gosh, all this stuff. I have a newfound respect for people that put video stuff out there. I'm kind of like going, holy moly, it's so fun. And yeah, yeah. What is it like to be a medium? What is this mediumship thing? It is communicating with the unseen worlds. It's making the unseen seen, as above, so below, you know? And we're in this time period both in October energetically, but time period in the great cycles of time where it really is time for humanity to wake up and realize who we are and to begin operating with our full, on all pistons. And one of the pistons is psychic senses, which is natural. Everybody in Atlantis, everybody in Lemuria, and in the different renditions of those great civilizations, they all did that. They were telepathic. They could teletransport. They can use stargates and travel all over the universe, maybe other universes. They were really, really advanced. And our history doesn't teach us that. But the cool thing about the internet, and here's where we're all going to say, thank you, Mark Zuckerberg, for creating Facebook and opening up and opening up this whole internet to everybody and everybody that was involved with creating this great internet, because all of the ancient history and the lost history and those things that have been hidden deep in the caves are coming to light, and we're starting to hear. Hi, Rev Ned. Rev Ned, we need a no meditation. OMG, I'm gonna do it. I'm going to do a no meditation for you, my friend. That's so cool. So yeah, this is natural, it's normal. And, a lot of times people call this time that we're living in, we're moving to 5D, to new Earth, the rising of the new Atlantis. I mean, that's really what's happening. And it's so exciting. And when you can bring your awareness to the excitement of all this that's happening, you can leave all that cuckoo crazy that's going on outside. Close the door and be in your sanctuary of sanity and of normalness, that is that love and that peace and that harmony and that ability, to create that sacred space. And it really starts with going within. It's bringing that energy from outside into within. And even doing this mediumship work and what we're doing in class, we're going to learn about that at the Spirit Circle on Thursday evening. We're going to learn about, bringing our awareness in to connect with our loved ones, because the inner sanctum is the real world. We talk about the hologram that we live in, that is just a projection, and that projection is getting pretty squirrely out there. And so we can close our eyes and bring our awareness into that inner space where it is love and peace and harmony. And we can heal that which we're projecting, and we can fill it with the love and the purity and the peace and the harmony that is our natural state, as soon as we become aware that we can do that. And so that's a lot of what I teach. That's a lot of what I talk about, because that's why I'm here, because I'm the awakener. That's what it's about. And you guys are too, because I'm not saying anything that you guys don't already know. Even if you don't think you know, you know. And so it's a reminder too. I actually spoke to a wonderful woman, Susan Redwine, yesterday, and I said, that's, we're talking about little monikers. And I said, well, I'm the awakener. This is how I look at it. I'm not awakening you, I'm awakening myself. And as we do that, we all do it together. And she says, well, I'm the reminderer. She says, we're all reminderers too. And I thought, oh my God, that's so cool. And so we're all reminderers. I'm remindering you. And you remind me. We're all doing this together. We're all doing this together. I'm just a goofball enough to get up here and do it on a video, on YouTube and on Facebook and all that stuff. It's my inner performer. When I was little, I always wanted to perform. I wanted to be a singer and an actress and all that stuff. And I didn't go that route for a lot of different reasons, but I still ended up here, didn't I? And that's how it all works. That's how it all works when we listen to our inner voice. And so we're going to learn that. Hey there, right on. Look at this. We got all these beautiful souls here. We have 11 people watching. That's awesome. 11. I'll tell you what. Oh my gosh. It's October 11th today. Every time I have looked at my clock today, we've got October 11, but there's always been a double number. So right now where I'm at, it's 422. So I'm seeing 11, 4, 22. So 11, master number, it's an opening, it's a portal, walk through the gateways, right? 4 is the angelic, and 22 is partnership. And when you have 2, 2 together, it's about the inner partnership with you yourself. And 22 adds up to a 4, so it's angelic again. So when you start working with numerology and what do they call that? Gematria and the energy of numbers. It's pretty cool. So I love it. That's one of the things that's kind of cool about October because it is a 10 month, it's a new beginning, it's a new rewriting of the programs that we have. 10, 10, 10. We have 1011 right now. We had 10 yesterday. That is computer language, right? And so we're rewriting our inner computers, our inner programs. So 1010, that's why it's such a powerful portal yesterday. And it was interesting yesterday and today. I was cruising along doing my thing, and all of a sudden in the afternoon, it was like somebody turned off the computer, and I had to really stop. Whoo, take a break. I usually work, all the way through the new math. It's new math. And, so if you guys are feeling kinda tired or feeling like you hit a wall a little bit, just take a break, get some water. Make sure you're drinking your water. Right now with the energies, we gotta be drinking our water. And again, I want you guys to be really conscious of being, I'm gonna say psychically aware. I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna use it. Being psychically aware and protecting your energy field. Put that white light around you, put the violet light. I do a thing where I put like a violet flame all the way around me. And it's this huge violet flame, which is violet is a very deep, deep purple. But my violet flame has lavender and pink and sparkles and all that because why the heck not? And it's even got that bright, bright pink, almost like the pink we have on here on my name. And from my feet all the way up to about 10 feet above my head about 3 feet out to the front, to the back, side to side, front, back, side to side, right? And put that violet flame around you. And you do it simply by visualizing it. This is such a powerful tool we have, guys. And we get it all mucked up and clogged up with nonsense. It doesn't matter. And when we can take a couple breaths, kind of relax our brain, that's what one of the things that I feel like I've been doing lately is literally telling my brain to relax. It's like, whoa, relax, right? Relax your brain, let yourself move in, open up that imagination, the tool, the portal for all things spiritual. Hey, Sam. Welcome, welcome, everybody. So fun. And visualize this huge violet flame with all the different beautiful favorite colors that you have. You can have blue in there, you can have green in there, you can have pink, you can have yellow, you can have any color you want, and wrap that around you. And I really would like to um, command you, but I'm not going to command, inspire you. I'm going to demand that you do the violet flame, but put it around yourself a couple times a day, especially if you're out and about, if you're going to work, if you work with a bunch of people, driving your car, wherever you're at, put it around you, especially now between, God, I just got election day. That was just what bubbled up from within. We've got a lot of energy, we've got all this crazy stuff going on. So let's protect ourselves. Let's be smart. And while we're doing that, while we're protecting ourselves, let's send some extra love out into the world. Let's send some love out into the world. Let's just ask that every man, woman, and child and all thing that carries life just be able to be in a love space. The leaders of this world, all the stuff that's happening, overseas and everything. Let's just send love to everybody. These things happen because, hey, Cindy, these things happen because people are disconnected from love, and as awakeners, as spiritual aspirants, as indigos and star seeds and light workers and lovers of life, like all of you guys, you wouldn't be here if you weren't one of us, right? And let's just start sending some love out into the world. Let's send love to all of the leaders, that their hearts and minds just melt when with the love and the connection to that which is that beautiful essence, and that they be healed from what causes them to be doing whatever the heck is going on right now. What is happening? And just send them love and just send love to all of humanity, that we all be strengthened, by this essence of love and this energy that's going to help heal. Still wrap that violet flame in all the colors that you love. Do all the rainbow colors if you want. And let's help each other that way. And I know it's really important that we, ethically, which you will learn in the mediumship class, um, you never want to do energy work to anybody, right? Without their permission. You got to be careful about that, because that starts moving into some black magic kind of stuff. Even if you think you're doing good stuff, you don't go against another's will. Um, but you can send it kind of into the group consciousness or into the higher self of everyone, and ask the higher self, to disseminate that as is appropriate. And just send love. You can always pray and send it to the teenagers. Thank you, Cindy. Send it to the teenagers. Our teenagers are struggling. And I'll tell you what, most of these teenagers coming in, they are indigos, they are star seeds, and they're coming in so sensitive. And so, oh, thank you. I know. Thanks, Hillary. I know when I put it up, I was like, oh, it's kind of like my feather headdress or my crown. I love it. Thank you. I'm a mermaid princess. I've been working on my mermaid meditation. I'm a mermaid princess, and I want to just give a shout out to my darling friend Timo that came over and helped me put my new tapestry up. I got a new one in front of me too. I know. Can you see it in the reflection now? You can. I'll figure out somehow to show you. It's a great big huge kathara. It's so cool. But yeah, let's just send some love out. You can always pray for people. You don't always want to do actually energy work on people without their permission, but you can certainly pray. You can certainly pray. So, oh God, Cindy. Yeah, twin 16-year-olds. Those boys chose you, Cindy, because you're a powerful woman and they knew that you could handle it. Yeah, they both are. Ooh. They're both pretty sensitive, but in a boy way, if that makes sense. Not to sound sexist, but they're sensitive kids, and not sensitive. They like feel like boy. They're boy. Um, but yeah, super cool. So let's do some readings. Let's get some energy out there. I am really feeling these Kyle Gray cards. And, I feel like I use these all the times with you guys, but whoop, it's backwards. Gateway to Light Activation Oracles, Kyle Gray. God bless this kid. He has such beautiful cards, and they're so powerful. And it's cool because he's got a Stargate on the front too, right? Each of our chakras, they're Stargates. They are the portals to the inner realms, but they're also portals to other places. And as we begin to learn how to work them properly, as we begin to clear and cleanse them and release the cockeyed kind of stuff that we've been told, we're going to find our portals and this mechanism that we have that is our body is a really, really powerful tool. So, hey, Celine or Celine, I don't know how to say your name, but it's beautiful. What a beautiful name. Thank you. Yeah, Kyle Gray is amazing. And he's a young indigo starseed from Scotland. So when you hear him speak to you, you also you get that nice Scottish accent. I got a lot of Scottish in me, so it's like home. So let's do some readings. I first I want to invite you guys, if you have a question, go ahead, put a question in there. Last week I kind of pulled cards for people that didn't actually ask. And so I'm going to kind of leave it up to you to ask. Not everybody wants a reading. Some people, come for because they're here for the teaching, they're here for the awakening. Hey, Elaine. And so we're going to open that up. We're going to doodly do that. And I'm shuffling them up really good. And it's interesting because so often when we do this, the topics that we're talking on, the cards kind of come up in stay in line for that too. So those of you that show up for the actual teaching will understand a lot more and have a lot more depth on the messages that you do get. So Hillary, Sam, I know, isn't Kyle great? And Sam, you usually get kind of shuffled down. I'm going to give you a reading first. Oh, cool. Sam and Elaine are buddies. That's super cool. So Sam, we're starting with you because you usually get shuffled. So you get to be first this time. So Spirit is telling me to just go, do it. Ooh. And this card fell out too. Ooh. And I'm being told 3 cards for you, Sam. Ooh, wow. You got quite the spread here. Okay. So the first card that popped out for you, and they actually fell out of the deck. So it wasn't even a pulling. They were like, these are for her. Akashic Records, clearing old stories, releasing past lives, finding your freedom. Okay. And I know on here these are backwards, so I apologize. I don't know how to make it turn around. Check that out. The Akashic Records, a lot of people, we have ideas of what they are. What I'm told they are is they are the record of everything. They are almost like being able to move into, those really, really high energy consciousness where beings aren't even beings anymore. It's just a collective miasma of information. And so the Akashic Records, and what this is cool, Sam, is I'm feeling like you've either come through or just finishing up with doing some really powerful clearing and cleansing. And now the next energy that's coming through for you is the Venusian Galactic Council. Star being, I don't know if you operate on understanding that you are a star seed, a star being, but you're being called to step into it. From the Venusians, it's the planet of love and beauty and wonderfulness. You're being called to love. You'll also see there's 3 feminine. I don't know if you can see that 3 feminine figures there. This also speaks to the divine feminine, moving into the divine feminine. And so it's like you've done the work, and now it's like step into who you are. Step into being who you are. And also, and this is interesting because this is part of the Venusian thing, even though what we've been told up to this point doesn't really align with that, but you've got inner earth. So the base chakra, strength and security, laying foundations. Stay centered, stay grounded as you begin to expand into your star beingness, your intergalacticness, because the inner earth is not what people think it is either. The inner earth is also a stargate that allows us to transport to other planets and other universes. So there's something in this teaching here, Sam, that is for you about you've done the work. You're being called to the greater you, and it's an inner journey. And stay grounded because it's going to be big and beautiful and wonderful for you. I'm also feeling like, Sam, I want to say to you, it's okay to be great. It's okay to be great. Your greatness can't be hidden anymore. It's okay to be great. And it was interesting when I said that, the numbers that popped up were 34, 34, 77, super sacred number. Ooh, that's cool. That's super cool. Super cool. Yeah. So, all right, let's go. Yep. Gee, I'm working first come, first serve. So let's go. So we got Sam. Sam got it. So our first person questioning is Hillary Glenn asking, what do I need to know for my best and highest good? And I want you guys to know that I pull the number of cards that I'm guided to. So some people get 1 card, some people get 3 cards, some people get a bunch of them, and it's different every single time. So just so you guys know that I'm not playing favorites. I'm just really being guided by Who needs what and when? Then we'll do Barbie, Hillary, then Barbie. So this is for Hillary. This is for Hillary. 2. They're telling me 2. Oh, Hillary, cool. So the card that you have here, Hillary, is really cool. It's the Stargate card. Third eye activation, brow chakra, inner vision, clear seeing. This card is speaking to you, and I'm going to say this, and it sounds really weird, and I'm not sure why they're saying this, but your third eye chakra is the Stargate to the world that you're seeking, and that you can see. And I don't know what that means because I know you can see, and I know that you're intuitive, and I know you're an empath, but the message that I'm getting is you can see. And they're like me, my inner wisdom that is you is saying you can see. And it's almost like they want you to start telling yourself, we want you to start telling yourself, you want you to start telling yourself, it's all coming from the same place. You can see. You can see. You can use that imagination and see through the stargates and see through the stargates. And what's happening is you're being called by the seraphim, the seraphi, which is voice being heard. It's an angelic attunement and divine support. The seraphi are these amazing angels because they are like they're like lion people with these great huge wings. Sometimes they have more than one set of wings. Sometimes they have like some of the writings say they have 10 set of wings, I think it is. So the seraphi are the seraphim of the very highest. And so even this picture, it's like they show 1, 2, 3, maybe 6 or 8 set of wings on here. Really high angelic beingness, Hillary. You're being called to this. You're being called to this. And you can connect with this just simply by saying, that I call upon the seraphim angels from the very highest levels of true love and true light, and have that part of you begin to awaken, because none of this is outside of you. None of this is outside of any of you guys. Ooh, look at that. What's that going on? So you got stargates and seraphi. Stargates and seraphi. It sounds like a song. Sounds like we need to write a song, Hillary. And so Barbie, does Archangel Michael have any messages for me? So one of the messages that's coming up is this reminder that we're now operating in higher octaves and understanding that you, me, all of us that are listening, anybody who's not listening, all of us, Archangel Michael is within. And that's where he is wanting us to begin to receive so much of these answers as stuff as it's inside. We're not out picturing anymore. We're coming in and recognizing who we are as all of these great beings. So that's good. So I'm so glad you asked it that way, Barbie. So, you're going to crack up. Wow. Crown chakra upgrade. This is the crown chakra upgrade, and it's about divine connection, holy experiences, and miraculous energy. You have come through a massive karmic clearing. Oh my God, it's the second card I pulled. It was weird. As soon as I said that, I went, wasn't that on that card? You've come through a massive karmic clearing, Barbie. You've done a lot of work. You've been working on it. You really been doing it, I'm getting, for like 2 years. But now it's like your crown chakra is ready to open to new levels, and awakening. And as you do that, it naturally opens up the third eye. You begin working in that inner realm. And then again, naturally, it's the heart. And this is so cool because it's divine connection, holy experiences, miraculous energy. And I'm being told to tell you, open up for it. Open up to it. It's almost like you have been through the ringer, and that ringer was an initiation for you. You've been through an initiation. An initiation is oftentimes a breakdown of all the things to rebuild yourself up in a new way. And then here's the karmic Karmic board clearing of its energetic clearing. Rewrite your story and live your truth, Barbie. You're not living for anybody else anymore. And you're going to understand that at a new level. You're already starting to. You're already starting to. But look at that. Isn't that cool? New you. New you, new year. New year, new you. So cool, Barbie. You've been through a lot. I mean, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it in my body. And it's over. It's over. It's done. You've made it through. And I'm just getting like you're on the ascension highway now is what I'm getting. You're on the ascension highway now. So this was a doozy. This was almost like one of your life initiations. This is a big one. One of 3, I'm being told, and you've done the other 2 already. So it's like you're not gonna have to go through this kind of pain and suffering that you've been through again. Again. It's now onward and upward. It's now onward and upward. So cool. And Elaine, yay! You guys so good. We got Sam. Yeah, Cindy. Good thing you have that high octane energy with all those kids, all those boys, all that boy energy. Holy moly. So Laura, yes, you may. And thank you so much for being here for the teachings. Do 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 ba ba. Very cool. I can't wait to see who of you go and sign up for either Spirit Circle on Thursday or for the class this week. It's be so cool. And again, for those of you that are coming in late, I have got meditations up on my website now. There's a lot more that are coming, but they're fun ones. One is the fairies, the unicorns. I'm going to get the mermaids up tomorrow. Oh, it's so fun. I got a couple other ones too. And then my Patreon site's got a bunch of meditations and affirmations and stuff too. So I'm getting this stuff up for you guys. I'm trying to get it so that it's up there before the end of the year, so that you guys have all that you need in prayer and meditation. It's gonna be so important. It always has been, but as we're moving into this next year and kind of what's going on in the planet, we need as much prayer and meditation and connection to the super high vibe as we can. So I'm trying to get as much out there as I can so everybody has a place to plug in. Okay. So this is for Laura. Laura. See, here we go. You guys just saw me shuffling those cards, like shuffle, 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 shuffle. Guess what you got? Laura, Akashic Records. You too have had a massive Akashic record clearing. Okay, whatever's been going on with you, sister girl, you have been clearing, you've been releasing past lives, freedom. You are free from so many of the things that you have felt have held you down. You've released a lot of energies, cutting cords. I am getting continue. Oh my gosh, it's raining. Continue clearing and cleansing. I'm sorry. It was sunny outside just a little bit ago. Yay, we need it. So you've done a lot of clearing and stuff, and now it's time for your freedom. Now it's time for you to let that old crap, is the word I'm getting, let it go. Let it go. It's kind of like, and there's this old adage that I heard one time where it was when you take the trash out, you don't go back and dig through the trash the next morning, right? Take it out and leave it out there. Good job. And then your next one is Merkaba activation, transcendence, ascension. You are rising up. Working with the Merkaba energy, you can look up Drunvalo Melchizedek. He has a great meditation that you can do that helps to activate your Merkaba, your light body. You're all clear and cleansed. Fill all the spaces that you've created with all of what you've been through and what you've cleared with this beautiful light. And if you're not going to step into this, you can actually just start drawing beautiful divine white light into your body. Put that violet flame around you with all the colors. For you, color is really important. Color is really important. Bring it around. White light down the center, down through your chakras, down into Mother Earth, and then that violet flame around you. Girl, you are on your way. Activate the light body. Ooh, 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 ooh. Very cool. I hope that helps. I hope that helps. And so we got Ver, absolutely Ver. Reading for you. Just hang on a sec. Just want to make sure we're all copacetic. Oops. We're all copacetic. All right, let's go back up here. Ver, and then we'll get to Jean. This is really weird because when I scroll over you guys' names, it gives an opportunity to pop your name on the screen to do a reading for you. And I'm not doing that just for privacy readings because we are doing this on YouTube. And so I wanted to scroll down just to make sure everybody was behaving themselves. But I'm doing like massive prayers around this now, so we don't seem to have a problem. So Ver, shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. And Ver, I just want to tell you, I just heard this wonderful, warm male voice just say, Holy One, for you. Holy One. I don't know what it's about. That's for you. Oh, ooh. Very cool. Okay, so your first card is the Stargate Heart. Again, we were talking about the heart being a stargate at the beginning of the show. Stargate Heart, heart chakra opening, unlocking, and generosity. And Vera, this is generosity for yourself. This is about opening up that heart. And you've done so much of that. And it's almost like it's part of your soul purpose here, but it's also almost like you're like you have an intention, and you're doing it. You're totally doing it. I love all the green and the emerald green energy around this. This emerald green is a color to focus on and use. There, when you use that violet light around you and you wrap your energy in that protection, use emerald green light too. This emerald wants you, and the gold light. And this is for anybody that feels called for it, but Ver, this is a specific message for you. Your colors around you, violet, gold, and green, emerald green, and then any other colors that you want to add, but make sure you have those in there. Stargate Heart, you are doing a great job. And then Pleiadian activation, coming together, harmony in the heavens resolution. Because of your ancestry, this is really important. You're reconnecting to your galactic ancestry, to the energy of the stars that will bring the starlight into your ooh, I just got like a shot of that going down me. Receive that too, Ver. It's connecting you to that starlight energy, which is just twinkling, brilliant, silvery blue light. And it's connected to the seven sisters, to the Pleiades, um, mm, which are part of our galactic family. You know, there's a reason why, you know, the Pleiadians have been talked about from all the, you know, with all the indigenous families, and even Jesus talked about it when you start finding some of the information about some of his stuff was left out of the Bible. He's got so much that he talked about that's not in the Bible. So search outside of the Bible for his teachings. But he talks about him coming from and through the Pleiades, the seven sisters. And the Pleiadians are also connected to the archangelic realms. And so he talks about Archangelic Gabriel and coming through the Pleiades as his incarnation as Jesus. And that he did come in as a Christ, as a Christ, a Karaya Sata, with that frequency, that sound frequency of that true unconditional love. And so open up, sister. You're on your way. This is so cool. I love it. I love it. And so Jean. Yes, Jean. I knew I saw you in there. You asked for a card. Jean, you may have a card, darling. I'm going to scroll you guys up. Oop. Trying to keep track of all this. Ooh, and also remember too, guys, if any of these readings, and this is for people listening later, if you're scrolling through YouTube and you come across this and you find it kind of interesting, and any of these messages, you're like, wow, that feels like it's for me. It is. Because again, we're one. And what comes through for one of us, if it resonates with you right now, it's for you too. That's why I go ahead and do these readings and do this stuff online instead of making it like a private Facebook group or something, although I do those too. Because some people need to hear this. So all of you that come and show up for the show and are here and are a part of this, you're also doing service for others. You're asking your questions, you're being here, you're being open, and you're part of blessing others through the show. So thank you. I'm getting chills as I'm saying this too. So thank you for being here, because there'd be no reason for me to be here if you weren't here, and you guys show up and tell people, that we've got this wonderful show and we talk about all kinds of weird stuff. And we get readings and we're sending these messages out into the world. So thank you so much. So Jean. I love that name, Jean. When I was little, I wanted to be Jean. I wanted my name to be Jean. Ooh. All right. I'm not doing that card. Matter of fact, that card's getting out of here. I don't like those guys. All right. So solar upgrades. Solar plexus chakra, inner fire, willpower. So you are having a mind upgrade. Solar plexus is all about the mental body thought patterns programming that not that we come in with, but programming that we get once we get here. I do want to say, Jean, that you are an indigo. I'm getting that really, really strong. And indigos come in with a particular set of skills, but also a particular set of like sensitivities. And it's really important that this solar light and this solar plexus energy, the mental body, that you take care of the mental body, the solar plexus, and that you really be mindful of what your thoughts are doing and what you're doing with your thoughts, where your thoughts are going. It's almost like it's like your superpower to connect with the sunlight and the light of the sun. We're getting a lot of, excuse me, my voice is getting dry. We've got a lot of sun codes and stuff coming in, Jean. Pay attention to those. And it's not like you have to be outside in the sun to receive them. They'll come through wherever you are. But pay attention, because you're getting some in. You've been getting them all, but for some reason it may be starting to affect you and really kind of light you up. You might start feeling a little bit different, a little more awake, a little bit more aware, a little bit more, I never thought that thought before, right? Or aware, kind of like looking at things a little bit differently. So this is really cool for you. And then the other one is Chamber of the Violet Flame, Karmic Release, Violet Flame. For those of you that were kind of want to visualize the violet flame, there's one rendition of it. So the violet flame for you, Jean, really important to wrap that around you. You're sensitive. Also, as an indigo, this is your color, right? Indigo is that beautiful, deep, purpley blue. And then with all the shades of blue and purple and gold, because indigos come down from the 14th, 13th, 14th, and 15th dimension. And we saddled on down here to help Earth at this time. And this is you, indigo. Chamber of the Violet Flame, karmic release. Okay, because we're still, if we're here in this third dimensional plane, we're still kind of stuck on this karmic wheel, but our energy and our consciousness comes down from that really high level. That's what the indigos are. And so wrap yourself in this violet flame, receive those light codes. You are shifting and changing really rapidly right now. And Jean, I also want to say life is getting better. And I don't know why that's coming through, but it's coming through. So for you, sweetheart, Very cool. Yay. Yeah, connection to the other stars that the Venusians. It's interesting because the Venusians, Venus is, the planet of love, but it's also the sign, or the sigil of Venus is the pentagram. And so some of that has kind of been hijacked. And so we don't hear about the Venusians all that much. But from in this card and this energy that's coming to you, because I only work with love and light and true love, true light, none of this fake light crap. This is coming down from the good Venusians, and they want you to step into that love that you are, honey. All right, Elaine, coming at you, sister girl. And then we'll do Cindy. Again, we're back to 11 people in here. I love it. 11. All right, so this is Elaine. Interesting, Elaine. You got Venusian too, Elaine. So you got the card Halls of Amenti Initiation, Secrets Revealed, Treasures Uncovered, Initiation. What this word initiation is it is a major life event. Doesn't mean it has to be major in your life, but you've come through something big. It also, the Halls of Amenti are associated with the Seraphi that are on the very, very high, what are called the Rishi levels of this great cosmic timeline that we're in, this cosmic time space continuum that we're in. And these halls of Amenti are associated with the Seraphi that are beautiful lions with the huge wings, which is what the Sphinx is. And so there's something about this information. There's something about this. You'll see there's a pyramid right there in the center about the true teachings from Egypt when they were being taught in their purity. There's something about this for you. You also notice the double pillars that are there, the dark one and the light one. This is about uniting the shadow and the light within you and bringing it all into the light and bringing it into love. But that Halls of Amenti, that is calling you to a very high calling. This is like really big, Elaine. This is a really big card. And what's cool is you got the solar light upgrade. So what's happening on the sun is affecting you right now. It's trying to help you to bring more light in. And then you got the Venusian Galactic Council too. You're being called, from the true light beings, from the love planet. So it's love and light for you. It's that's your call sign. Love and light, love and light, love and light, love and light. So that's super cool, Elaine. I hope that you enjoyed those. And then let's see, Cindy Riddle. Every time I hear that middle name, you're gonna kill me. Whenever I hear that name, I always think of Harry Potter. I know you're probably like, don't say it. I have to. It's fabulous, fabulous books, fabulous, fabulous movies. And Tom Riddle was a fabulous character in there. And so it's with pureness and happiness that I say that. All right. Let's see what Spirit wants for Cindy. Ooh, Toth. And Higher Heart Activation and Star Being Healing cards. Girl. Got the energy of Toth, the great magician, the great healer, the scribe, the one who brought all that stuff into Egypt from Atlantis. So if you have a calling or connection to Atlantis, this is really big too. And this talks about light initiation, great teacher awakening, and divine magic. When we talk about magic, we're not talking about doing spells, make people do what you want to do. We talk about divine magic of mental discipline, right? Mindfulness, consciousness, meditation and prayer, connecting with God of the very highest. That's divine magic. It's learning to use your chakras as gateways. And if you call upon Thoth, when you call upon Thoth, call upon the Thoth of true light. Okay, because when you start playing with some of this stuff, there are dark sides. They're on the distorted timeline, but this is sometimes called the dissension timeline, or I call it the dissension timeline. You want to make sure you're calling true light. And that's with anything that you're working with, guys. But you got that Thoth, and then you got higher heart chakra activation, divine love. You can put down some of your shields. I'm feeling like there's some relationships. They may be romantic, they may be family, they may be children. That you put down the shields a little bit, let yourself soften and be in that soft space of your heart. And for yourself, be gentle with yourself. It's another thing. Very much be gentle with yourself. And then the last thing on here is your heart is healed. It's safe to love again. And Star Being Healing Codes. Star Being Healing Codes. I want to almost say, Cindy, that you're a healer. I don't know if you know that, but you are a healer and you are here from really high levels of consciousness to bring healing in. So it'd be interesting. Be interesting to see if you're a healer. And and healer doesn't mean you need to be doing Reiki. You can be healing just by being a wonderful person or a mother or a friend, or it doesn't mean that you have to be doing any great lofty thing or stepping into, kind of the new age thing that people think of healers. People are healers in a lot of different ways. And so, Cindy, I hope that brings you some happy joy. You're doing great. Keep it up. Wow. Oh, Linda. Thank you. I know. It's kind of a halo, it's a crown, it's also like my feather headdress. Rev Ned. And Linda, did I give you a reading? Yeah, Barbie, I know you do. I can feel it. Just keep going though, baby, because you're on the. Oh, there we go, Linda. Thank you. Yeah, Barbie, you're on the other side. You're just in the exhausted part. Just take care of yourself, be gentle. Archangel Michael is wanting you to drink. Oh, here I go, right? Talking to him again. This is how it works. He wants you to drink red, red drinks. He's saying not Kool-Aid. Red drinks. So what comes to mind is I have this wonderful, it's the like the whole food, the stuff, the powdered, that I have one that's beets, because I do that. I get low iron sometimes, and it's like powdered beet, and then the drink is red. That's what's coming to my mind, Barbie. Um, and I know that you drink kombucha too, and that's popping into my mind too. And so red drinks is coming through too. It'll help strengthen your root chakra, help strengthen your foundation, because you've been rocked to your foundation. So, don't 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 negate what you've been through. It was a biggie. It was a biggie. So Linda, this is for Linda. She's saying, does my star family have a message for me? Pretty sure they do, because these cards are buzzing right now. Buzzing. All right. Yes. Ooh, Sirius and Akashics. Okay, Linda. Your first thing is the Sirius, or Sirius, as they call it, star blessings. Yes, you can do this. Proceed, be seen, push through. So, Linda, this is really pretty. And just look at this kind of formation that's here. The Syrian, or Sirius, Sirius, I don't know how to say it. Sirius star system. These guys are a big deal. This is what the the pyramids were lined up with, right? Ancient race that used to work with us. They're not with us as much. The Pleiadians have kind of pulled in now that we're in this ascension cycle right now. Sirius. But they're calling to you. This is probably your starseed family. It's probably who you are. And they're just saying yes. There's something you're asking, something you're considering. Your answer is yes. Proceed, be seen, push through. Okay. The next thing is Akashic Stargate. It's really important that you align with your purpose, that you're able to define your purpose. And it doesn't have to be big purpose. It's the purpose of anything that you're doing, and make sure it's heart aligned, right? Make sure it speaks to your heart and soul. You'll have all the energy that you need. And this is also saying there's no wrong path. Just be aligned with your purpose. What's most important? Love, peace, harmony, healing, honesty, integrity. It's like what is the most important part of this for you? And then you can't go wrong. Okay. So not knowing what that's about, that message is for you. And then Memories of Atlantis. You are an Atlantean who is here on this planet right now to support the rise of the new Atlantis energy, the new Earth energy. And so for you, the most important thing is to be in your heart, be doing and living and being from your heart and from love. And when you do that, you know your purpose, you're on purpose, and you're doing exactly what you're here to do. And this says spiritual acceleration, progress, and technologies. So there is spiritual technology. One of them is prayer. Prayer is a technology. And meditations, affirmations, all that kind of stuff. Make sure also vocal prayer, singing, humming, toning, sound healing, that kind of stuff, really important for you too. And it doesn't have to be pretty. If you've ever been to a vocal sound healer, I've got my certification in it. It's not always pretty. Sometimes it's very guttural, almost growling, because it breaks up energy. And then, it can get kind of pretty, but you don't have to have a pretty voice to tone and to start use the frequency of your voice to begin to activate the stargates that are opening up your memories of Atlantis and your Atlantean history. I have a feeling or have suspected this for a while. And, we've all been on Lemuria. We've all been on Atlantis. You guys wouldn't be here listening to what I'm talking about and responding to the frequency that's coming out of my mouth if you weren't. Okay. So you're all that, whether that's what you want to really be doing or aligning with here, that's a different story. But you guys are all here and here right now listening to this, whether you're live or later too, because you're drawn to that. So that's really cool. Also the Ankh is really standing out. That symbol in the center. That's a star being too. So really cool. Sirius. Trying to say it the new way. Because whenever I say serious, I always think it's distracting for me. Right? Akashic Stargates. So good job, Linda. Whatever you're doing a great job. Super cool. It's 4:44. Oh, that's so cool, Linda. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Laura. Thank you. Yeah, it's just that connecting up with the inner flow. Yeah. Oh, Elaine, the fairy meditation, it's only $11 on my website, michelleambergy.com. It's so good because the fairies take you, I do this meditation. I'm a hypnotherapist, and I've been doing meditation for a long time, like since I started this whole thing, like 22 years ago. And about 15 years ago, somebody said, "Oh my gosh, you do such good meditation. You should be a hypnotherapist." So now when I do my meditations, they all have like that quality. And it's not that I'm hypnotizing you, but my voice kind of takes on this beautiful energy. And the fairies take you through a fairy ring for magic, for good magic. So Elaine, if you love fairies, check it out, michelleambergy.com. So Catherine's saying, suffered a major setback in my health. All right. So Catherine, let's pull some cards for you. Yeah, it's so hard, Catherine. I know you've struggled for such a long time. And I just want to send you, just peace and harmony and hold you up. Oh, Cindy, oh my God, that's so sweet. Cindy's going, I feel normal on here. Yay! I do too. I feel like I can be my goofy goof self and so come back. I'm here every Tuesday at 4 Pacific time. So mark your calendar, come back. And also, Cindy, I think we're friends on Facebook. But I have a private Facebook group that's called Soulful Living Tribe. That if you're not a part of that, come be a part of that because I do, other stuff on there. On Friday mornings, I do a little thing like this, kind of a chit chat. It's called Soulful Living Salon. So come over and play. Once you find the places that you feel good, plug in as much as you want. That's why I have so much stuff going on. I do my membership group. I've got a membership group that's $33 a month, and you get a weekly um angel readings, you get a weekly meditation, we have a monthly meeting, you get discounts and stuff. You got a private Facebook group where you do stuff. So if you feel like you're tapped into your tribe, come play. Because I always love new friends. Because I understand. I searched for years. I felt so much like, am I the only one on the planet? So come play and this is for all of you guys. If you guys aren't in Soulful Living Salon yet, come on over. Tap in. So this is for Catherine. Catherine, my darling. You're getting a super shuffle. So we get the good cards coming in. Boop. Oh. This is kind of interesting. Part of what's happening with you, Catherine, is what I'm getting is a light upgrade. It's almost like, and I know this is kind of outside the wheelhouse for you, but I think you understand. I don't know if you understand who the Hathors are, but they're all about sound and frequency. They're all about the frequency of what goes in and out of your body. And so they're talking here that what's on the card is light immersion, full system upgrade, power recall, pulling your power back. And, Catherine, I was talking a little bit ago about doing toning and vocal toning and humming and singing and all that kind of stuff. And this is really coming through strong, is tapping into singing to yourself, singing to your chakras. And it doesn't have to be anything in particular, but humming, toning, singing, even drumming, um, tuning forks, its frequency is going to help your body. It's like it needs that extra frequency upgrade because you're super sensitive, right? And you're sensitive because you're here as a healer and as someone who's processing light through your body, and it's really hard on your body. And so I want to suggest um, humming, toning, listening to frequencies like on YouTube. You can get music that's either a 432 or a 528 hertz and have that playing 24/7. Okay. Also, the violet flame. Open up that wonderful mind of yours. You're so smart and creative and beautiful, and open up your mind. Start using that violet flame, as it really works. And I know that when you're in pain and when you're suffering, it's hard to open the imagination, but that's part of the thing that we have to do is push through anyways. All right. That's part of the journey of the discomfort and the pain and discomfort. And I understand because I am doing it too. I've had my own journey with all that stuff too, and so I understand. So that violet flame, wrap it around you. This is what it looks like. One way it looks like. Use the violet, use the blue, and use the gold for you too, Catherine. And hum, tone. Woo! Make some toning with your voice. Focus on the root chakra. Woo! Focus on the navel chakra. Woo! Focus on the solar plexus. And go up. Whatever tone comes through, you let it come out your mouth. Okay? And let that begin to work with that. Okay? Start working on that. Let me know. Let me know how that works for you. Okay? Whew. Bless you. Yeah, I can feel that, and just take that in. That was for you. That little bit of yumminess for you. So Elaine, Cindy, I'm so glad you feel normal on here. And so you guys, I got to hop off because I got to go meet Rev Ned, because we are going to talk about Bridge Walkers. We got our next Bridge Walkers show next week, is it? It is Bridge Walkers next Tuesday, and that's a show that we're doing together about sacred ancient wisdom, earth wisdom. Celine, I'm going to go ahead and get you. I'm going to get you a reading real quick before I get off of here. Celine. So I'm feeling very worn out mentally, physically last months. I've chosen to focus on mental issues lately. Your violet flame video felt a bit good, but I still seem to falter. That's okay. And here's the thing. For you, it's really, really important for you to understand that it needs to be done every day, twice a day, 3 times a day, until it feels complete. So it's not a one and done thing. And what you're going through is not a one and done. It's about sticking with what feels good. It was feeling better, then do it 3 times a day. Do it 3 times a day. Go grab that puppy and oh, this just flew out for you, Celine. Hathor light codes, frequency, singing, toning for you too. So it's really important. Frequency, you're super sensitive to frequencies. Frequencies are the sounds and the tones and everything that is around you. Again, just like what I showed Catherine with the toning, hum, sing, tone into each of your chakras. It'll help to bring up the frequencies. Use that violet flame. And I'm not kidding you. I put that up there because it saved my life. And I used to do it like 4 or 5 times a day. Every time I would start feeling like, oh my God, I'm slipping. I have suffered with depression my whole life, and it saved my life. And I'm going to share with you, I got sick about, well, it was 2010. I almost died 2011. I injured my hips and back in 2013 and just went through hell for about 2 or 3 years. And I finally landed where I could start healing myself about 3 years ago. And I've been using all of this, and the toning and that violet flame. Like, I would have it on. I would just turn it on when I was in the house. I'm not even sitting meditating. I would just have it on and running constantly. And that's why I recorded it. Now I've re-recorded it since then. But do it over and over and over and over and over. Also, I want you to think about singing and humming to your chakras. And I know it sounds a little bit weird, but this is actually ancient wisdom. This is what the Hathors teach. There is a man called oh my God, why can't I think of his name? He does the Magdalene manuscripts. There's a book called Magdalene Manuscripts, and I don't have it right here. Oh my God, why can't I not think of it? Hang on. I'm going to get it for you because I want you to go listen to him and listen to what he does. I'm looking it up. Isn't this cool? We can be like on here doing Magdalene man. Tom Kenyon. Tomkenyon. He does the Hathor codes. He's got toning. He's got singing. He's got stuff that you can listen to. And I want you to run over there and I want you to start listening to that, doing that violet flame, honey. It will help so much. And Catherine, this is for you too. And for anybody else that is aligned with this. We're going through gnarly times right now, guys. We are. Our shadow is coming up. We're getting hit from all around. We've got waves going through our air everywhere we are, from computers and phones and TVs and satellites and 5G and holy moly. We've got to learn to tone our frequencies, to have the proper frequencies around us in our environment, to keep our frequencies right by our thinking, and use our voice to keep our frequencies too. We have the tools. We need to start using them. We all falter, honey. It's okay. But you're getting big answer from these guys. Tom Kenyon, go listen to his music. He's amazing. It might seem a little bit weird at first, but do it, do it, and look into vocal healing and vocal toning. And if you want a session, that's what I do. I'm a certified vocal toner, and we can go in and do a session with you too. So you can visit my website, michelleambergy.com, and get an energy healing sesh, and we'll do that for you. So, okay, guys, I got to run. I got to go meet. I hope everybody, oh, I love you guys. Woohoo. I got to run. I got a meeting in like 4 minutes. Kathy, sorry. You guys are so amazing. Look at you. Look at you guys. Okay, and this is going to be up so you guys can re-listen. Big hug to everybody. Oh, thank you. Linda said I fell asleep before my reading. You know what's interesting? That happens more often than I like to admit to me. So I get that. And, and sometimes when you're on stuff like this, I work at a really high frequency. And sometimes it's almost like a little bit too high until you get used to, and you're here and you get used to it. Sometimes you will feel kind of sleepy, and that's okay. That's okay. So you can always come back. You can always come back and watch it. So I love you guys so much. I'm always here Tuesday starting at 4 p.m. Pacific time. And I got all kinds of other stuff. Go look at my website, guys, michelleambergy.com. I'm on 1L. And there's meditations, there's blogs, there's all kinds of stuff. I've got my Conscious Living Academy. Under the Academy is my calendar, all the stuff that's going on. Got the meditations for sale under there. I got links to the Patreon. I got everything I can do to try to help you guys. And plus, right here on YouTube, I got tons of stuff on my YouTube. I have got like over 100 videos up there now, and there's healing videos and all kinds of stuff. So dig in, get your love-ins, okay? And I love you guys. We'll see you next week if I don't see you before. And stay sparkly, because that's what's going to make it the best. Just keep sparkling. Mwah. I love you guys.